All right. Well, I am not quite sure if you're still watching, and yeah, of course, it's been 30 minutes, and yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, Lucas, how are you? Nice to see you. Hey, I know it's 30 minutes after the hour, and this is kind of like very, very unusual. If you're not able to do the whole class, please feel free to disconnect yourselves whenever you are unable to keep on going. And as I was saying, I will send this to you if you would like the recording to receive the recording personally to your email. Just write down your email address, and I'll make sure this gets to you as soon as the class is over. And if not, if you have time and you can join me, amazing. This is great. And it's great to see you guys. Thank you so much. And we're going to start in a seated position, comfortable, nice and comfortable seated position with our knees on the ground. So sit up nice and tall in a nice, comfortable position here. Rotating your shoulders back, giving yourself time to breathe. A couple of rounds here just to start setting up into our practice. Connecting to your roots, connecting to your mat, connecting to your breath. Setting up a sankalpa, or your intention. Your intention can be anything that you want, something you want to release, something you want to work on, anything you want. Just make sure it's something in the side of positive. Pick up a couple of words that are nice and positive to keep on repeating those words during the practice or at the times where things get a little bit tougher. And that's the way, or at least that's the way I was taught to set intentions. Let's say like, I am here and everything is great, right? Or I am here and I accept everything that comes. And it's working around those lines, something that is nice and positive, instead of working into, I don't want this, or I don't like this, like instead of picking the negative side, try to pick up the positive side and make that your sankalpa. Bringing your hands to the center of the chest, bowing your head down, taking a moment here again, as I said, to set up a nice intention. And if you would like to join me with the sound of Om, please join me. Take a big breath in. Open the mouth, side out. Inhale to Sahana Bhunaktu Sahavidam Karvavai Tejasvinavati Namastu Ma Vivishavai Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Releasing your hands, holding your knees and rotating your shoulders back and opening your chest. On the exhale, roll your shoulders forward, round your spine. Take a big breath in to open your chest. Maybe you open the throat as well. On the exhale, round the spine, bring the chin towards the chest. Deep inhale to open the chest, looking up. On the exhale, rounding the spine, tailbone and take one more breath in here, opening. On the exhale, rounding. Coming back to a neutral position, bring your hands towards the sky, interlacing your fingers and pushing your hands away from you. Take a breath here. On the exhale, begin to twist towards the right hand side. Releasing your hands, placing the left hand on the thigh and the other hand on the ground behind you. Take a nice big breath in, tall spine, long exhale. On your next inhale, come back to center. Maybe release your fingers again and push those palms away from you again. Just stretching the spine. Take a breath. On the exhale, twist towards the second side. Take a big breath in, rolling the shoulders back, long exhale. One more. On the exhale, coming back to center, planting your right hand on the ground, reaching the left hand towards the sky, and begin to lean towards the right hand side. Take a nice big breath in, rooting down through your left sit bone. Long exhale. On your next inhale, come back to center and place the other hand on the mat as you reach the right hand towards the sky and to the side. Take a nice big breath in, palm faces down. Long exhale, maybe gaze towards the palm. Take one more breath. On the exhale, coming back to center, hands to your shoulders. Begin to rotate your shoulders and open it in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Hold those elbows in front of your face. Take a breath here. Full breath out. One more. Long exhale. On your next inhale, begin to rotate your shoulders back and open your chest. Couple of breaths here. Whenever you feel ready, begin to bring those elbows back, shoulder blades squeeze towards each other. Take a nice long breath. On the exhale, release. Plant those hands on the ground, coming into your tabletop position. Begin to place your hands on the ground as you start finding a couple of circles here. In your hands, placing your hands nice and wide, just warming up those wrists. Whenever you feel ready, begin to rotate towards the second side. Just go same circles, tucking the tailbone slightly, letting your chest, you're pressing those hands on the ground to make those shoulders nice and strong. Take another inhale, coming back to center, pressing those hands on the ground. Begin to walk those hands forward, coming to Anahatasana. Forehead comes to the ground or something solid. Spread those fingers wide. Take a nice big inhale. Smooth breath out. One more. Long exhale. Pressing those hands back on the ground as you rise back into your tabletop. Tuck your toes under. Pressing those hands away from you, begin to hover your knees from the ground. Take a nice big breath in. Full breath out. Navel comes in. Take one more breath, strong core. On the exhale, plant your knees back on the ground. Extending your right leg behind you. The toes at 6 o'clock, take a nice big breath in. On the exhale, drive the knee towards the chest, right on your spine. Take a big breath in to reach it back. On the exhale, bring the knee towards your right tricep. Deep inhale to reach down. Exhale, twist, left tricep. Deep inhale to extend. Exhale, left tricep and stay. Right tricep and stay. Take a full cycle of breath. On the exhale, plant that foot on the outside of your hand, setting up for your Uttam Prishtasana, research pose. Spreading those fingers nice and wide, taking long breath in here. Full breath out. Begin to place the left hand on the ground and bring the other hand to your thigh. Take another big breath in as you twist your chest towards the side. Long exhale. One more. On the exhale, hands press on the floor. Both hands are on the inside of your foot. Begin to tuck your back toes under and extend the back leg. Coming into this variation of Uttam Prishtasana with both hands on the ground, the back knee on the floor. Try to level your hips in here instead of collapsing. Try to level your hips. Take another big breath in, and here press into those hands, press into the front foot and step the back foot beside the left hand. Both hands in the middle, take a breath, keep your knees bent. On the exhale, fall forward, bring the crown of the head towards the ground. Again, as I said, the knees are bent a lot in here. So eventually, they will press against your arm or your other arms or your shoulders. Take another big breath in. Full breath out. Begin to open your toes slightly to the sides and sit your hips down into Malasana position. Take a big breath in, here hands to the center of the chest. If this is uncomfortable, you know this. You can bring a block or a book underneath your hips to sit nice and tall. Take another big breath in here. Pressing your right hand on the ground, reaching your left hand towards the sky. Take a nice big breath in. Full breath out. Option is there for you to stay here or to lower that top hand to the lower back. Or eventually, with a little bit more space, you will reach the right arm around the leg and the other arm around to bind. Take a nice big breath in. Full breath out, engaging through the pelvic floor. One more breath. On the exhale, coming back to center, pressing those hands on the ground, finding again your forward fold. Lengthen your spine, inhale. Exhale to just fold. Heel toe your feet together, lengthen the spine, hands to your shins. Exhale, release. Maybe hands come to your hips. Navel comes in, your body looks like a number 7 here. Hands to your hips, elbows towards the sky, or option to take those arms forward over your head. Strong legs, take another big breath in. Full breath out, begin to bend your knees, reaching your torso forward, Utkatasana, take a breath. Long exhale, strong legs, one more inhale. On the exhale, straight those legs, arms by your side, Samasthiti. Take a big breath in to reach your hands towards the sky. On the exhale, we fall forward a little bit. Lengthen the spine, inhale. Exhale to just fold. Root down through your feet, come all the way up. Samasthiti, hands by your sides. One more time, inhale, root up. Exhale, fold. Lengthen the spine, inhale. Exhale to just fold. Root down through your feet, come all the way up. Samasthiti, hands by your sides, hands to your hips. Rotating your shoulders back, bringing your right leg up. Take a big breath in here. Full exhale. Begin to open that leg towards the side. Either you choose to bring that foot on the inside of the thigh or of your calf, setting up for Vrikshasana. Hands to the center of the chest, or maybe hands to your sides. We take a nice long breath, opening the chest here. Full exhale. One more. Long breath out. On your next inhale, coming back to center, hands to the center of the chest. On the exhale, lean forward and stand that leg back. Breathe warrior 3 here. Take a nice big breath in. Strong leg, long spine. Long breath in. Long breath out. One more inhale. On the exhale, plant that foot behind you, reaching your hands towards the sky. Vimanasana, high runner's lunge. Your back heel is off the ground. Take a breath. Full exhale. One more. On the exhale, with control, begin to lower the knee back to the ground, setting up for Anjaneyasana. Take another big breath in. On the exhale, plant those hands on the floor. Straight that front leg. Adho Hanumanasana. Take a nice big inhale, chest is nice and open. Again, you can use your blocks here to keep your spine nice and long. Take another breath. On the exhale, begin to walk those hands forward, rebending the knee, planting those hands on the ground, stepping back, tabletop. Drop the belly and open the chest. Exhale, round the spine, push the ground away from you. Take a big breath in to open up. Exhale to round the spine. Coming back to a neutral position, tabletop. Tucking your toes. Covering the knees from the ground. Again, contraction of the shoulders. Shoulder blades are moving away from each other. Take a nice long breath here. Keep on pressing into the ground through those hands and those toes. Long exhale. Last one, inhale. On the exhale, knees come back down to the floor. Step the left foot behind you. Take a nice big breath in. On the exhale, round the spine, bring the knee towards the nose. Deep inhale to lengthen. Exhale, squeeze it into the left tricep. Deep inhale to lengthen. Exhale, right tricep, a little bit of a twist. Take a big breath and twist then. On the exhale, right, left tricep here, hang on in here. Take a full cycle up front. And on the exhale, we plant that foot on the outside of your hands, setting up for Uttam Prishtasana on your second side. Take a breath. Long exhale. One more. Exhale it out. The right hand presses on the ground as the other hand comes to your thigh, opening your chest towards the left hand side. Take another inhale. You might stay or you might reach towards the sky. Long breath out. One more, just like that. Inhale. On the exhale, plant that hand on the inside of your foot. Take another big breath in. Begin to tuck your back toes and extend your back leg from the ground. And again, level your hips. Take another big breath in. Strong legs. Begin to press into those hands. Press into that front foot and step that back foot on the outside of your right hand. In here, with your bent knees, very, very bent, with your torso moving through your knees. Take another breath here. Full exhale. Option is to stay here. Option is to take those hands on the outside of your feet. How we're gonna do this? So hands are on the inside of your feet. We can take those hands around behind the leg. I'm gonna demonstrate this way. Hand around behind it, hand around behind it, and opening the chest. We take a breath here, or if we are ready, maybe we press those hands on the ground as we lean back, sitting into those upper arms. We take another breath, and maybe we stay. Maybe we begin to extend the right leg and come back down, or the left leg forward and come back down. Take another breath here, keep on rooting down, full breath out. Coming back to center if you were running, and sitting low in Malasana one more time. Hands to the center of the chest. We take a breath and a full breath. One more, just like that. Inhale. On the exhale, left hand comes to the ground, the other hand reaches up. We take a nice long inhale here. And empty that out. Hand can stay reaching up, or hand can go to your lower back. You can stay here, or you can go all the way around with your left arm around your leg and reaching for your bind. Just respect what your body is saying here. If you need to stay in Malasana, this is great. Just listen to your body. Breathe through those pulses that are a little bit more challenging. Take a nice big breath in. Full breath out. Keep on coming back to your Sankhalpa. Take another breath. On the exhale, come back to center, hands to the center of the chest. Press those hands on the floor. Lift your hips and straighten your legs. Lengthen the spine. Inhale. Exhale, just fold forward here. Grab your opposite elbows and let your torso and your head hang heavy. Take a couple of breaths here and maybe you sway. Whenever you feel ready, lengthen the spine. Inhale. Heel toe your feet back together. Hands to your shins. Again, your body looks like in number 7 here. Or maybe hands to your hips. Rotating your shoulders back, elbows pointing towards the sky. You are welcome to stay or maybe reach for or take a breath here. Full breath out, strong legs, bend the knees, sit low, Uttanasana, reaching up, maybe looking up. Take another breath. On the exhale, release, hands by your side, Samasthiti. Balance on the other side. Hands to the hips, rotating your shoulders back. We pick up the left leg this time. And on the exhale, we open towards the side. We plant that foot on the inside of the calf or of the thigh. If the balance is out of balance today, you can place your toes on the ground if you like. A couple of breaths, maybe you change your arm rotation. Maybe you choose a different one today. On this side, take one more breath. Full exhale. Strong standing leg. On your next inhale, hands to the center of the chest, reach your leg up. On the exhale, begin to lean forward, extending your back leg behind you, going to a warrior 3 position here. Take a nice big breath in here. Full breath out, level your hips. One more breath. On the exhale, plant that foot behind you, reaching your hands towards the sky into your Vimanasana. Take a nice long breath here, maybe look up, sinking your hips low, and taking it slowly, very, very slowly, strong legs while you move all the way down into your knee, into Anjaneyasana. Take another breath, open the chest. On the exhale, plant those hands on the floor, stretch that front leg in front of you, Ardha Hanumanasana. Take another inhale here. Empty it out. One more, just like that. Inhale. On the exhale, begin to rebend that knee. Plant those hands on the ground, step back, tabletop. Drop the belly, open the chest. Exhale, round the spine, push the ground away. Take another breath here to open up. On the exhale, round the spine. On your next inhale, open the chest one more time. On the exhale, bend your elbows, chin, and chest to the ground. Drop the belly, open cobra pose. On the exhale, to lower back down. Let's do that 2 more times. Deep inhale, pressing into the ground, opening the chest, shoulders back. Exhale, lower back down. Last one, deep inhale, we're gonna stay, take a breath, the feet are pressing on the ground, thighs are on the floor. Long breath in. On the exhale, release all the way to the ground. Make a pillow with your hands and put your forehead to rest on your hands. Take a moment here. While you connect to your breath, connect back to your intention. Take a moment, connect. And whenever you feel ready, begin to bring those forearms on a cactus shape. We're gonna bring one ear to the ground. We're gonna slide the left leg towards your left knee towards your left elbow. And we take a breath here, the other foot and the other hip bone is pressing on the ground. Both shoulders down. Feeling the heartbeat against your mat. A couple more breaths. Whenever you feel ready, begin to extend that leg behind you. Bringing the other leg to the other knee towards your right elbow, and maybe changing the side of your cheek that is pressing on the ground. Again, we take a couple of breaths here. Whenever you feel ready, begin to extend the leg behind you. And just as you are, begin to roll all the way into your back. And as you come to your back, allow your spine to press firmly on the floor. Bring your feet to the ground a distance apart. Pressing those hands on the ground, begin to rise your hips into Setu Bandhasana, bridge pose. Take a nice big breath in. We're going to do 3 sets of this. Opening the chest. And a full breath out. One more inhale here. On the exhale, release all the way to the ground. Second round here, pressing those feet on the ground, back again, reaching the hips up. This time, interlacing your fingers behind you, rotating your shoulders back. We take a breath here and empty that out. One more, just like that. Inhale. On the exhale, releasing your hands behind you and dropping your hips back to the ground. This time, we're going to extend the arms behind us overhead with the palms wide open towards the sky. This gives a different position for the shoulders. If it's not comfortable for you, please take another variation. Pressing into those feet, beginning to lift the hips back up. There is no crunching on the lower back. There is no crunching on the neck. There is enough space between the shoulders and the ears. Take another big breath in, strong thighs, soft butt cheeks, long exhale. One more. On the exhale, release all the way to the ground. We're going to do an inversion. Releasing your hands. We're going to work with an inversion. If you have any type of inversion that we're working on, that's great. And you're more than welcome to take that. I encourage you to do so. If you don't have one inversion, either you work with legs up supported or unsupported. This is the version that's unsupported, nothing underneath the hips. If you have some sort of support, such as a block or a thick book that you can bring underneath your pelvis and bringing your legs up, that's always a good option. For the third variation that I would like to offer today, I like to go to shoulder stand or Sarvangasana, which is standing on our shoulders. If we have any sort of neck pain or anything related with the cervicals that you could not do anything on your shoulders, please stay away from this variation and just stick to these two, the legs up or the supported legs up. If you don't have any sort of issues, you're feeling quite strong today, take a breath here and you can just start by lifting the hips really. And as we start by lifting the hips as we do in Setu-Bandhasana, maybe we bring the heels of the hands underneath the hips. And maybe we hang in here and this feels quite all right. Option is there for you to maybe begin to extend one leg towards the sky and maybe lower it down and maybe changing sides, supporting your hips with your hands and lowering down. Or maybe you feel quite strong, quite confident in bringing both legs towards the sky while you keep your hands on your hips. This is called Viparita Krana. And before we move forward, I just want to say, please, if you have to look around, please come back down. We don't move the head in any sort of way when we're standing on our shoulders. So the gaze stays all the way towards the ceiling. If you have to look any other way, please come back down. You can stay. Option is there for you to maybe walk your hands a little bit more into your lower back. Maybe touching part of your rib cage on the back. And we take a couple of breaths here. If you're feeling quite strong here, you're more than welcome to stay. You're more than welcome to maybe lower one leg behind your head or over your head into Halasana or both. Again, as I said, there is no crunching on your neck. All the weight is on your shoulders. Take a breath here if you are there. Option for Karnapidasana, bringing your knees towards your ears and pressing gently your knees against your ears. Maybe interlacing the arms behind you. And we take a couple of breaths wherever you are to go out of the pose, support your heads, extending back into your inversion, allowing your knees to come into your chest, like if you were kind of like wanting to form a round bowl, tight round bowl with your back. Rounding the spine, and with control, keep on supporting your hips, releasing all the way down to the ground. Extending your arms, extending your legs, palms facing down, counter posture here. Pressing those hands and forearms on the ground, begin to lift the chest, rotating your shoulders back, and maybe opening the throat into Matsyasana or fish pose. Take a long, deep breath in here. Empty that out. One more. On the exhale, chin towards the chest, allowing your shoulders to come down. Extending your arms towards the sides, bending your knees. Finding any variation of a twist that you like here. You can keep both knees together or knees crossed. Just keeping both shoulders on the ground. A couple of breaths here. Whenever you feel ready, begin to come back to center and switching sides. And as you feel ready, you come back to center and allow your knees to come into your chest, to give yourself a little hug. Maybe you roll side to side, giving yourself a gentle massage on your lower back. Whenever you feel ready, beginning to extend your legs, extending your arms, setting for a nice and comfortable final relaxation posture. Shavasana. Om Sato Masakkamaya Kamsoma Joydirgamaya Mrityurma Amritam Gamaya Om Shanti 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 Begin by bringing awareness to your breath first. If you're feeling ready to move, just be mindful with your movements, tiny little movements on your feet or on your hands. Taking your time. Maybe bring your knees into your chest, give yourself a last squeeze here. As you start to feel ready, begin to bring yourself into a fetal position on the right hand side. Taking a moment here to connect again with your breath. Whenever you feel ready, begin to press into that top hand on the floor, coming back to your seat. With your eyes closed and the hands at the center of the chest. Connecting again to your Sankalpa, with your intention, the reason why you step today on your mat. Taking a nice and deep inhale here, filling up your lungs. And a full breath out through the mouth, let that go. Let's do that again, deep inhale. Open the mouth, let it go. Rub your palms together. And cover your palms. Rub your palms one more time to cover that part of the body that needs it the most right now. Thank you so much for your presence. As always, it is an honor to be here with you. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your week. I will see you next time. Thank you so much. Again, apologies for the delay. Love you all. Thank you so much. Hi, Sebas. Thank you so much. Namaste to you as well. Thank you.